There's holes in the sides.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
So I think that the big tanks on the side of the greenhouse are actually water catchment for rain. And I think it's all pumped out into the same system. But I think you have two for the big greenhouse, and then you have this one for the back one.
Are all these run through that pump house though into the RO?
No, it's not.
So it's pumped through a whole separate system, you think?
Yeah, I think these are just rain catchment systems though.
So is this the water that we're pulling from in the shade houses,
I
or
think it's a possibility. I wouldn't be able to tell unless I got like a cup and scooped some water out.
and compare the TDS?
Yeah.
I would not.
I got you, baby. You ain't going nowhere.
Did you seriously just get it working?
I did.
Oh my goodness! I just bailed on Alyssa.
I gotta cut it off though. I gotta cut it off.
Cut it off! I really got it to work. I can't either.
It runs. We can power this whole thing.
That's loud.
That is so crazy.
Holy moly, Ben. That was loud. I just took off. I was like, what?
It's loud.
Yeah, it is.
But it works.
It works.
Holy moly.
Okay.
I can't believe it works.
I can't believe it either.
I've got to do a full tune-up on it.
Which means what?
So I need to get a new oil filter, new air filter. I need to drain the oil, drain the gas, put all new oil and gas in it.
Okay, well, do it.
And it'll run.
Do it. Figure out what type of oil, all that. Get all that today. Or get a list going of
I
What?
can't believe
I
I
don't-
fucking started.
just fix it, baby. Fix it.
I mean, it's old gas for sure. But it runs.
How many hours is on it? Does it tell you?
No.
So when you did the lights kick on at all? or
No,
anything?
because I had all the power cut off to everything. I just wanted to see if this would run.
It ran, baby.
I can't
So-
believe it.
All I have to
That
do
is
though
so cool.
is come over here, flip the generator. It's on. Shade house. Shade house, shade house. So this is the shade house one. Flip that door open, grab the piece of paper out of there. What does it say?
RO station 2, 1, RO filters,
GFI receptacles.
RO pump,
Irrigation pumps 1 and 2.
Argus circuit,
Boiler.
1 and 2.
Okay, so
Well, those are the 2 heaters in the back. We won't need those.
correct. So
I'm scared to turn those on.
shit's fucking working, dude.
I can't believe it.
I'll do it one by one, but shit's working. So if I can get just the power in here to work, I'll be happy.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Oh my gosh.
Putting machine. What's a putting machine?
Go play putt-putt.
RCP station number 1. Alright, shit's cut off. So the putting machine is cut off. You have to get the generator up and running until it's kind of stable. It's still not running stable, but it's close.
What's
So,
all this?
diesel fuel, water, and oil.
Nothing's actively leaking?
No, nothing's actively leaking.
Making sure I'm not going to blow up over here.
No, you're not. Flip the switch. Let it come on. All right, hit the start button just one time. It's gonna count down.
Are we supposed to go somewhere?
No, you're good. Close your ears.
Thanks. Oh.
I told you it was a full-blown computer in there.
Crap! Look at that.
Yeah.
And the locker. So you did have a key to open it.
No,
No?
no. I broke it.
Okay.
There's
How'd
no
you know
other
there
way.
was a computer in there?
Because there's a hole right here, and I looked down in there to see if there was spare keys for the generator. They work. Okay.
Hold on.
No pressure. Is that pressure gauge over there changing?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
I can't believe these work.
Me either. Look at how much water's in there.
Is that? Oh my goodness.
So much water.
Oh, that doesn't look unspent either.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to pump any water inside.
Which place would it go to? That greenhouse?
I don't know. They all, yeah, probably that greenhouse.
Hold on. Just from that one nozzle, but I don't hear any water coming in. There's nada. So we are finishing up week 3 at the greenhouse. We've learned a lot this week. We're finally getting some answers. Neighbor is a sweetheart. We actually learned they're digging up palm trees off the back of the property. But the barn ended up getting burned down due to lightning. So a lot of stuff got damaged in the back of that barn. But it's really cool to go back there and explore. We found so much back there. It's a little crazy. I'm gonna post some clips of some things that we found. I think you guys will really enjoy it, but it was fun. Brandon got the generator working today. We replaced the battery on that. It's an old generator. So according to the power company, no meter has been working since 2010, and the generator had a battery dated in 2010 and lasted until whenever they shut down. It ended up going to the bank in 2015, and the neighbor actually next door would barter with the bank for equipment off this property. So I think they ended up taking most of the stuff that worked. They kind of been all over the property and taking things off. So it's interesting to kind of learn, see what's here, find old information, old books from the other place. We found some old manuals to try and even get the generator working, because it's one that's discontinued now. But it's powerful. It was loud. It was loud, but it's just wonderful that it worked. So we don't know if they're running completely off generator and just had the meter discontinued from the power company or what. So that will be interesting. We'll slowly figure out answers on that. And then Brandon found a well. So there is a well on the property. There's actually a few wells. So it's going to be interesting to see how all the irrigation's tied in. That's our next thing that we have to kind of figure out, is the irrigation, the pumps, see what works, what doesn't work once we have power. We definitely think a lot of the pumps are shot, but we'll get there. It's a process. We'll see what works, what doesn't work. We'll try and get this area cleaned up piece by piece. It's a fun adventure. I may go completely broke in the process, but it's worth it. So we found in the back this place. It found an old listing from 2005. It said the mobile home was damaged and animal cages were to be removed. So at some point it used to be a zoo or animal sanctuary or something of that sort. And we found the animal cages in the back today. They actually had irrigation to them. There is crazy wild syngoniums growing up the tree. Some other plants that I'm gonna have to research because they were kind of cool looking. I have no clue what they were, but it was crazy to see. All right, so we are leaving the property today. We're actually going into week 4 now. My phone died last week. Signal out here is kind of a little rough. Well, I got my babies back this week, but they are sick. So I'm actually going home, give them some medicine. Brandon's working on another project this week, so we're kind of all over the place. We were hoping to get irrigation kind of up and going this week, but we'll probably push it back to next week while we try and tie up some loose ends. Just kind of we got a lot of maintenance to do with our plants. It's kind of a little chaotic, a lot to do all at once, but it's gonna be a good week. We're gonna get a lot done and get caught back up, and then next week we should really be able to knock out some goals. So we're excited, but there is a recap of last week, some of our excitements that we discovered. I'll finish up the other videos probably towards the end of this week of okay, of the abandoned house. So hopefully I'll work on the abandoned house this week video wise and get that updated for you guys. Otherwise, have a good week.